dressed up like Batman?
Because he is Batman, you moron.
So I ordered the Kumik Catwoman and I just wanted to go over it with you guys real quick. First of all, she is wonderful. I paid $100 for her. I got her off eBay. She goes for anywhere from, I want to say, $80 to $120. So if you can find her for that price, definitely pick her up because I have no idea when Hot Toys is going to put out theirs. The body is a standard Kumik body, which is very fascinating because I use these for every single one of my custom kit patch females. Comes in a standard Kumik size box. And then inside that box, you get another box, which contains Catwoman. And finally, she's in this plastic wrapping, just like a regular Hot Toy. Bubble wrap. Which comes with some skin-toned feet and hands, although I don't know why you need them because I can't find a way to get the boots off. A regular pair of black gloves, a nice long whip, and then her Catwoman hands, which I instantly swapped out because these have the claws on them. The stand she came with isn't bad, but I can't seem to bend this metal piece enough to get in this tiny hole on top. So right now I just have her in a classic Hot Toys U-stand. The head sculpt is not bad. Is it Michelle Pfeiffer? I would say no, but I think that you can do a few things to make it look more like her. For example, if you look around the eyes, the eyeliner they have on her is not very dark, so I think I'm going to go in there with some black paint and make it a little darker. Her costume's not bad. It's like this rubbery material. I wouldn't call it liquid latex. It does have some wear to it. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but if you see where it's wrinkling right there, like on her chest and on her back, and some of her arms are pretty bad. But the corset does come off. Stitching stops at her corset. You can add some more to the legs, which I think I might do. I'll post a follow-up video later on. And her boots, which I don't know how I feel about them because in the movie she has lace-up boots for some scenes, but there are other scenes, for example, when she has the whip and she's knocking the heads off the mannequin, she does have a pair of boots like this on, so I think I might leave them on. The stitching itself is actually thread. It's not painted on the mask, however the mask is painted on. So if you want to add more, you can either stitch it. For me, I'm just going to use a white pen, I think, and paint it on. From this angle, it's not bad. Definitely looks like Michelle Pfeiffer. From the back side, there is no detail on her whatsoever but the head. When you get down, you realize it's just Velcro, so the suit can easily come off. The corset is individually on. That can come off as well. Really, the only question I have when I look at figures that aren't made by Hot Toys is how do they look and how will they look when you put them next to an actual Hot Toy. I'm embarrassed to say I do not own a 1989 Batman. I do own the mime version Joker, as you've seen in my last video, which I will put her next to that so you can get a general idea of what she'll look like with a Tim Burton Batman Returns figure, which will hopefully be out by the end of this year, at least pre-order. But here she is next to all of my Catwoman. I have the Sideshow Collectibles Catwoman, the Kumik Catwoman, the Dark Knight Rises Christopher Nolan version Hot Toys Catwoman, and last but certainly not least, my own custom animated series kit. I think she looks good. I mean, especially when you compare her next to these two. I actually think her face sculpt looks a little bit better in the lighting compared to Anne Hathaway's. Anne Hathaway has a matte finish, kind of makes her look dead. So I maybe kind of wish those were reversed, but size-wise, she fits pretty good. I have no reason to think this figure won't look good next to the Batman Returns figure, which I want to order. I did read recently that they are pushing off the Penguin and Catwoman to fill more orders for other figures, which I'm assuming means more Iron Man. Here she is next to my mime version Joker. They go pretty well together even though they're from different movies. Joker's a little bit taller just because he's on a different stand. I've read some reviews that Catwoman does not stand up on her own, but as you can see here, she's clearly balancing just fine. Her boots are flat, so you shouldn't have an issue with her standing whatsoever. And here she is in the start of my Tim Burton case, right here, planning on making another Bruce Wayne kit bash, so that'll be up shortly. And if anyone is interested, I also added some X-Files characters. These are their Sideshow 12-inch collectibles from the early 2000s. Not bad. The clothing is much better than the face sculpts. Doesn't really look like Gillian Anderson or David Duchovny. I'll let you be the judge of that. Then I also added Army of Darkness zombie version Dead Ash. He's kind of silly looking, but I'm a huge Evil Dead fan, so he'll do for now.